Kauai's Waimea Canyon is home to some truly legendary hikes. One of our favorites is the Waipoo Falls Trail. This 3.2-mile round-trip trail starts off at the 𝐊𝐿𝐻𝐼𝐒 Lookout, which is a large parking lot, but I'm sure it fills up fast. Previous hikers of the trail had left some wooden walking sticks near the very beginning of our hike. Dad and Larry both decided to pick one up. This trail can be very muddy and slippery, so if you don't have great balance, you might want to pick one up too. The hike starts off almost immediately with a fairly steep descent. It wouldn't be super challenging if it wasn't for the fact that it was fairly muddy and slippery. Shoes with a lot of traction will make your life a lot easier on this trail. Waimea Canyon averages about 37 inches of rain per year. That definitely explains all of the mud and the lush vegetation that surrounds the trail. Around half a mile in, you'll come to a fork in the trail. If you want to go straight to the waterfall, make a left and head towards the canyon trail. However, if you're up for a small detour that'll take you to a nice lookout into Waimea Canyon, you can make the right towards the cliff view point. This side trail is only about 500 feet long, and we think it was worth stopping by. As beautiful as this trail is, you definitely need to pay attention to where you're going. There are several down trees that you need to duck under, and the trail is covered in roots that will trip you up if you're not paying attention. Eventually, you'll come to yet another fork. You want to go right here. If you make a left, you're going on the Black Pipe Trail. After some winding trails and squeezing our way through some boulders, the trail came to a big opening. If you look really hard, you can see the 𝐊𝐻𝐼𝐒 Lookout perched high up on the cliff. At the bottom of the hill, the trail makes a hard left. This is a fantastic spot to stop and take in the view. It's definitely not hard to see why Waimea Canyon's nickname is the Grand Canyon of the Pacific. After the viewpoint, the trail goes down a hill and comes to the last fork of this hike. If you make a left here, you're going to take a short trail to a beautiful waterfall. After resting for just a second, we took the other fork in the trail to head to the star of the show, the view out into Waimea Canyon. The last obstacle on the hike is this tricky little down climb. It's actually a lot steeper than it looks, but if you take your time, it's definitely manageable. Even though this trail doesn't take you to the bottom of Waimea Canyon's big falls, the smaller fall and the view out into the canyon definitely make this hike worth the effort. I couldn't help but get these shots over the edge of the falls. If you do this, please be careful. There's not a lot to hold on to, and it is a very long ways down. Here's another view of that down climb from earlier, and V making her way back up it like a boss. At this point in the hike, you're going to be kicking the cardio into high gear. All the downhill that you enjoyed on the way out is now going to be uphill, and it's 840 feet back up to the parking lot. Thankfully, there are a few short downhills and flat areas that'll let you catch your breath in between the climbs. This was our second hike of the day, and fatigue was definitely setting in at this point. Unfortunately for us, we didn't have a whole lot of time to rest because the sun was starting to set, and this trail would probably be a little bit tricky in the dark. Luckily, we spotted the parking lot just as the sun dropped down and gave us another beautiful Hawaiian sunset. If you enjoy our adventures, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we make new videos. Follow us on Instagram at @ThatAdventureLife_official, and for all the information about this hike and other great things to do in Kauai, check us out at thatadventurelife.com. 𝐊𝐇𝐈𝐒.com.